Hello and welcome back to Absurd Land. From futuristic oddities to truly baffling designs, these vintage inventions will make you wonder how and why they ever existed. Let's take a closer look at these weird and bizarre creations. Scolds Bridal, the Brank. A medieval torture device, the Scolds Bridal was designed to silence women accused of gossiping or nagging. The iron muzzle enclosed the head with a spiked plate pressing against the tongue to prevent speech. In some cases, the metal was heated, making the punishment even more cruel. Sleep-inducing aluminum mask. This eerie-looking aluminum mask from 1924 claimed to induce sleep by redirecting warm breath to the eyes. Featured in Popular Mechanics, the bizarre contraption is a reminder of the strange and often ineffective sleep aids of the past. Isabella Gilbert's 1936 Dimple maker used spring-loaded pressure to force dimples into the cheeks. While it gained popularity among those who longed for natural dimples, medical research later revealed that prolonged use could cause serious tissue damage, even cancer. Electric slimming. Why exercise when electricity can do the work for you? That was the idea behind this 1960s invention, which used electrical stimulation to burn fat and tone muscles. Though the effectiveness of these devices was widely debunked, variations still exist in the fitness and wellness industry today. German inventor Adolf Whitman showcased one of the earliest humanoid robots, Barbarossa, in 1909. Named after an Ottoman admiral, the robot was built with silver and gold plating. It could walk, move its arms, and even simulate speech, an early glimpse into the future of robotics. Spring shoes. In the 1930s, these unusual shoes had built-in springs in the heels, promising an extra bounce with every step. Though they never became a footwear trend, modern sneakers use similar shock-absorbing technology to reduce impact and enhance comfort. Beauty Micrometer, 1933. Hollywood makeup artist Max Factor introduced this strange contraption to measure perfect facial proportions. While never meant for everyday use, the Beauty Micrometer highlighted the growing obsession with symmetry and aesthetics, a concept still influencing modern cosmetic surgery. Inflatable radiation suit, 1954. Designed to protect British atomic energy workers, this plastic suit was filled with compressed air to keep radioactive dust and particles away. A fascinating Cold War era innovation. It highlights the extreme measures taken for nuclear safety. Vacuum Beauty Helmet. Invented by D.M. Ackerman, this helmet-like device aimed to create a glowing complexion by simulating high-altitude conditions. By lowering air pressure inside, it was meant to improve blood circulation. In reality, it mostly left users lightheaded. Smog Experiment. In 1949, lab assistant Betty Cook tested smog's effect on the eyes by wearing a plastic helmet filled with pollution. Special goggles recorded her blinks as she read, helping scientists study air pollution's impact on vision. Shipwreck survival suit. This 20th century innovation was designed for passengers facing a sinking ship. Stored in a suitcase, the waterproof suit could unfold into a full-body flotation device. Equipped with arm and leg flippers, a viewing window, and a 4-day air supply, it even had space for food, an ambitious, if cumbersome, survival solution. Donut Dunker. Dunking a donut in coffee without getting your fingers wet was no longer just a dream. It became reality with this simple yet amusing gadget from the 1930s. Whether or not it upheld the high dunking standards of the National Dunking Association, yes, that was a real thing, remains a mystery. Massage helmet. In the 1960s, you didn't need to book a spa appointment for a relaxing head massage. Instead, you could slip on this air-powered massage helmet and let it do the work for you. Designed to stimulate circulation and relieve tension, it was marketed as a futuristic way to unwind. While this bulky helmet didn't stand the test of time, modern, portable versions still exist today, offering a more convenient way to enjoy a scalp massage. Many people have dreamed of soaring through the sky like a bird, but in 1963, engineer Alan Stewart tried to make it a reality. His Ornithopter was a human-powered flying machine designed to flap its wings like a bird. Though it never took off as a mainstream invention, smaller modern ornithopters are now used at airports to scare away pigeons and seagulls. Neck brush. A 5-year-old boy, clearly unimpressed, demonstrated this 1950 invention designed to clean a child's neck without water or soap. The plastic collar, lined with bristles, promised a thorough dry clean while kids played. A clever idea, though most parents probably found a washcloth much simpler. Pain-free spanking brush. For parents who hated disciplining their children, this 1950 invention provided a peculiar solution. Instead of traditional bristles, the brush featured rubber bands offering a gentler form of spanking. Created at the suggestion of a Montana father, the design reflected an era of quirky parenting tools. Horse gas mask. Developed in 1940 by a London Humane Society, this gas mask protected horses from chemical attacks during World War II, ensuring they could still breathe and work safely. Butter protector. In the 1950s, few things were more frustrating or embarrassing than accidentally dragging your sleeve through a stick of butter. American amateur inventor Russell E. Oakes tackled this oddly specific problem with his spider-like butter protector. Today, butter dishes with lids have mostly replaced this quirky gadget, though some might argue that simply asking someone to pass the butter is still the best solution. Siamese dancing shoes. For those who struggled to keep in sync on the dance floor, these Siamese dancing shoes offered a rather unusual solution. Designed as a joke in 1981, they physically locked two partners' feet together, supposedly ensuring they moved as one. Whether they improved ballroom dancing or just led to more spectacular falls is debatable, but they definitely made a statement. Urban window baby cage. Fresh air was thought to be essential for a baby's health in the 1930s, but for city dwellers without a backyard, this presented a problem. The solution? A metal baby cage which parents could attach to their apartment windows, allowing infants to enjoy the breeze, while dangling several stories above the street. Doctors at the time believed this would boost the immune system, but the obvious safety concerns soon led to the idea falling out of favor. Rubber bumper. The early 20th century was a dangerous time for pedestrians, with traffic accidents causing thousands of deaths each year. In an attempt to reduce injuries, inventor A.J. Graffam introduced this 1930s rubber bumper, a sponge-like seat attached to the front of a car, designed to cushion the impact if a pedestrian was struck. While innovative, the idea never became mainstream, as drivers likely preferred avoiding collisions altogether. Spaghetti aid. Twisting spaghetti around a fork can be a messy, frustrating task, unless you had this spaghetti aid. This clever little invention wound noodles around the fork in seconds, ensuring a perfectly twirled bite every time. Though it may have seemed like a passing novelty, similar battery-powered versions have resurfaced in recent years, proving that the struggle of eating spaghetti neatly never truly goes away. Mass shaving machine. The efficiency of the assembly line met the barbershop with this unusual 19th century invention. The mass shaving machine was designed to shave up to a dozen men simultaneously, reducing the time needed for a clean-cut look. While the concept was certainly time-saving, trusting a mechanical device with sharp blades hovering over multiple faces at once might not have been the most relaxing experience. Chain smoker device? One cigarette at a time wasn't enough for some smokers in the mid-20th century, so this bizarre device allowed them to inhale from 10 cigarettes at once. At the time, smoking was widely accepted, even promoted by some doctors. Today we know better, but this invention serves as a stark reminder of how different attitudes toward health once were. Amphibicycle. For cyclists who didn't want water to get in their way, the amphibicycle was the answer. This early 1900s invention allowed riders to pedal across lakes and rivers, though maneuvering it was likely a challenge. Today, modern water bikes offer a more refined version of this concept, boasting better balance and greater speed. Dynasphere. Inspired by Leonardo da Vinci's sketches, British inventor John Purves built the Dynasphere in the early 1930s. This futuristic, single-wheeled vehicle could reach speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. However, braking too hard could send the driver tumbling forward inside the wheel, a flaw that likely contributed to its limited success. Today, monowheel enthusiasts can purchase modern pedal-powered versions, some even equipped with glowing rims. Duplex hand scale. This handy 1950s invention combined a measuring spoon with a built-in scale, allowing home cooks to weigh ingredients with precision. While practical, it never replaced traditional measuring cups. Today, similar devices are more commonly used for weighing luggage rather than flour and sugar. In Somerville, Massachusetts, this early water taxi provided a way to cross rivers without relying on ferries or rowboats. The concept remains alive today, with ride-hailing apps like Uber launching water taxi services in cities around the world. Illuminated tires. In the 1950s, Goodyear wanted to light up the streets, literally, with their illuminated tires. These futuristic wheels contained internal light bulbs, glowing as they spun. While visually striking, they were too costly for mass production. However, they made a brief comeback in 2019 when a restored concept car was outfitted with a fresh set of glowing tires. Golf robot. The 1920s saw the invention of a golf robot designed to help golfers perfect their swings. While its capabilities were likely limited, the idea paved the way for modern golf simulators and robotic trainers. In 2016, a high-tech golf robot even managed to score a hole-in-one at a PGA event. Rain goggles for race drivers. Windshield wipers weren't just for cars. They were also built into these rain goggles for race drivers in the 1930s. While the idea may have seemed practical, a clear helmet visor ultimately proved to be a better solution. Air drive system. This 1910s fan-powered car attempted to harness wind power for transportation. While it never gained traction, similar concepts have been explored in modern alternative energy vehicle designs. Hip trimmer. The 1920s offered a weight loss solution that didn't require exercise, the vibrating belt. By jiggling the wearer's midsection, it promised to burn fat effortlessly. Decades later, similar electric slimming devices were debunked, but that hasn't stopped new versions from popping up in fitness advertisements. Churchill's pressure egg. Winston Churchill's personal flying pod, designed for high-altitude travel, never made it into regular use due to its impractical size and weight. He likely found his C-54 Skymaster far more comfortable. Why walk when you can roll? This 1920s invention, the Parama Biobike, let parents in their baby carriages cruise down the streets at speeds of up to 15 miles per hour. While this specific design didn't last, modern parents can still find similar bike trailers for towing their little ones on cycling adventures. Artificial brain. At a 1961 medical conference in New York, Dr. A.G. MacLeod unveiled a giant electrified model of the human brain's control system. With twisting tubes and blinking lights, it traced how the brain processes information. A fascinating visual aid, it highlighted early attempts to understand the complexity of human thought. hanging TV stand. In 1963, this brass-plated, chain-hung TV stand offered a space-saving way to adjust the height of a 19-inch television. Demonstrated in Chicago, it showcased mid-century home innovation, though today, wall mounts and adjustable stands have made this design obsolete. Infrared lamp heater. In 1960, beauty queen Marion Liebig demonstrated a portable infrared lamp designed to keep users warm in freezing conditions. Powered by bottled gas, it mimicked artificial sunshine. While she stayed cozy, a shivering bystander stood nearby, proving that not everyone had access to this futuristic warmth. Toshiba View Phone. Long before smartphones and FaceTime, the Toshiba View Phone introduced the revolutionary concept of video calling. While the idea was groundbreaking at the time, it never became mainstream. Today, video chat is an everyday part of life, making it hard to imagine a time when seeing the person you were talking to was a novelty. Yodel Meter. Long before auto-tune, singers had the Yodel Meter to help measure their pitch. This 1925 device was likely used by vocalists and music teachers to assess whether a singer hit the right notes. While it may have been particularly useful for yodelers, one can only imagine the frustration of musicians who discovered, thanks to this machine, that they were completely off-key. Cat Mew Machine. For homeowners with a mouse problem, this Japanese invention from 1963 offered a unique solution, a robotic cat that meowed every 60 seconds while its eyes lit up. Whether it actually scared off rodents remains a mystery. Modern house, Futuro. Looking like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, the Futuro House was a futuristic portable home designed in the 1960s. Made from fiberglass reinforced plastic, it was meant to be lightweight and easy to transport. Fewer than 100 were ever built, and today, around 60 still exist as rare collector's items. Roof sleeper. This 1950s invention transformed the roof of a car into a private sleeping space. It provided travelers with a mobile elevated bed, an early version of today's rooftop tents, which have become popular among campers and road trippers. Family bicycle. Inventor Charles Steinlauf took family bike rides to the next level with this multi-person bicycle. Designed for 4 riders, it featured 2 pedaling stations, a child seat in the front, and even a spot for a seamstress to continue sewing while on the move. While modern 4-person bikes exist, finding one with a built-in sewing machine might require some serious searching. By the late 19th century, the beauty industry was pushing boundaries in the strangest ways. This hydro-powered breast massager from the late 19th century was designed to use pressurized water to stimulate and supposedly enhance the bust. Advertised as both a medical therapy and a beauty treatment, it promised firmer, fuller curves. But was it really effective, or just another strange relic of the past? Anti-bandit briefcase. Pickpockets beware! This anti-bandit briefcase was designed to spill its contents onto the ground if someone tried to steal it. A more aggressive version even released a cloud of smoke, making it an early, if chaotic, attempt at theft prevention.
Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.